Okay, 3, 2, 1. We might already be live, but I'm just waiting for this, so people might actually see me saying we're getting ready to go live.
Okay.
But there you are, we are live at the Crypto Factor. Welcome to Token2049 with CoinEx. Here is Jeff, he is with CoinEx. We're gonna bring you the alpha. We're gonna be talking about the event. Jeff, thank you so much for bringing me out.
Thank you for having me.
It's really appreciated, man.
And join your show.
So, we are Token2049 in Dubai. Things are insane here. What
amazing.
What has stood out to you so far?
Well, I think it's definitely people, because like as you all know, like crypto has been online and decentralized, but events like Token2049 really brings people together from all over the world into just one single place, brings together the face-to-face interaction. I think that's the amazing one.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, it's like everybody's here for a purpose, everybody's here for a mission, everybody is here to do business, to learn, to educate. It's just insane. Have you been to many events like this, by the way?
I don't think so. I think that's the best experience. That's the best and the most amazing experience that I've ever had, like in terms of like joining crypto conference and events.
So, we're live on the channel. By the way, if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat as you would, just like we're live streaming on Sunday, just like we live stream impromptu. And I gotta say a special, very warm-hearted thank you to CoinEx. They're an amazing exchange. As a matter of fact, a lot of coins are on CoinEx before anywhere else. And I just discovered this. I had Crypto Lifer on just saying this. We had quite a few people just saying this. How do you do this?
Yeah, I think here I would like to highlight our listing approach. So I want to mention that like our listing strategy is highly data-driven and is really decided to align with our core listing principles. So the first one is really the asset quality. So we try to ensure projects meet fundamental and technical benchmarks. Secondly, the speed of listing. So we try to onboard and bring trending tokens as fast as possible to meet the user needs. And then lastly is the asset security. So we implement like robust checks to protect our users. So like I mentioned, our listing strategy is highly data-driven. So we look at a lot of on-chain data, wallet concentration.
Jeff can't come to the phone right now. He's in the middle of a live stream.
Yeah, it's right now a live stream. Yeah, so like I mentioned.
He's all mine. It's okay, it's okay.
So we look at a lot of on-chain data like wallet concentration, our trading volume, liquidity, and all those technical indicators. So we have our proprietary monitoring systems and automated those to check all these of our key indicators, as well as like our community matrix. So that's how we approach our listing strategy. But I want to mention that like our work doesn't end after a token is listed. So we take a proactive approach in monitoring tokens even after they're listed. Like in cases where they fail to meet the standards of our research team, so we actually conduct the listing evaluation of tokens. That's how we protect our users and the asset security. So that's how we deal with listing and delisting as well.
So you guys can't see what's going on behind the cameras are here, but there's a lot of vibe going on around here. We're going to be talking about CoinEx. I'm going to start using CoinEx myself. It's an amazing exchange. As a matter of fact, the link is in the description down below and in the chat. But Taco, come here, man. Come. He's doing something.
Yeah.
We'll get him on. So he's sitting there being a bodyguard. We'll try and get him on. Come behind, come here.
Come behind.
So this is the Mr. T of crypto events. And Taco, man, your microphone is here, so have fun.
Yeah.
Shoot the microphone.
How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great, man.
How has Token2049 been for you so far?
Oh, for me? Yeah. It's been amazing, dude.
Now,
I met you, first of all.
Is this your first time to Dubai?
No, second.
Is this your
first
time?
for me?
Okay.
It's amazing.
So have you had the orange with yogurt inside and a little bit of fruit and then gold flakes on it.
Not yet. So should I try that?
Yeah,
Okay.
That would be really cool to bring on camera if we could, by the way.
pretty good.
So Player One Taco in the house. Tell us about your experience, man.
Oh man, I have been here since 10 a.m. and I have only been able to get through about a quarter of the facility of the event center because there's just so much here, so many people here.
Yeah.
I think there's over 15,000 people registered this year.
Yeah.
And the entire events team behind Token2049, Watsman Group as well, just knocks it out of the park, both on the sponsor side and making it a really smooth experience, as well as for the conference comer, you know, the conference goer. I've been to a few conferences, just a few, but you know, it is always great to sort of see when it's done in a professional manner.
Yeah. Don't forget, he's your microphone. You have to lift him up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Man, do you also? I know you build. I know you build. I know you have Player One Taco on YouTube. I know you build as well. What exactly do you do on the building side?
So on the building side, I run Manifest Network. Manifest Network AI is one of our
That's
shell
it?
arms. Yep. And so we provide bare metal compute. Some people might call us a decentralized AWS, but we like to use the term sovereign. You know, so like you might say, not your keys, not your crypto. You know, if you don't own it, you don't control it, and if you don't control it, you don't own it. So where we run things is we run tier 3 and tier 4 data centers around the world. And so anywhere you use the word AWS, Azure, Ali, GCP, or anything like that, you can replace with Manifest. And so we work in a really interesting model piece to where we're an enterprise-grade solution. We're more of a B2B rather than a B2C.
More than B2B rather than B2C.
Yeah.
Or a B2B2C in this case.
So yeah, so sometimes we work with channel partners and stuff like that, like Akash, Hyperbolic, Spheron, and other great, amazing partners that are providing decentralized compute to, I don't want to say weekend warriors, but people that are testing, people that are trying things out. We're not set up like that. You know, we're not at that capability. You know, when you're running things, you have, like the actual physical hardware, you have to always keep it running and maintained. And so having to reconfigure things and touch stuff all the time isn't great, you know, safety practices on a security side.
So as a
Right.
builder, like, how do you see the rise of all those AI agents in the PIN sector? Like, obviously, like some people say that like they're overhyped. So what's your view as a builder?
So in one aspect, yes, they're a little bit overhyped. Like in how many sentiment bots do we need? You know, especially if they're all built off of ELIZA, using you know, and it's just different colors.
Yeah.
But you know, and different names. But then the same question would be asked: how many soda pops do we need? You know, it's just sugar and corn syrup. You know, why do we need anything more? But instead, you know, different flavors for different things. So we'll see a big piece on that grow. But where we sort of really work for it is on the sovereign, decentralized, open source AI side of things. You know, some of our partners, you know, Venice, we're a member of the OAA, so the Open Source Artificial Intelligence Agent Association. And so that's with like us, Near, Fireblocks, and a handful of others that are working to make sure that Morpheus, that are working to make sure that individuals have access to what we've termed, you know, David Johnson has termed as super agents, an agent that is a personal agent that is working for no one but you. And that agent will then work with other agents on your behalf. And so one of the couple of things that we've seen over the last couple of weeks is big technological advancements or standardizations, agreements on MCP, model computation protocols or communication protocols, and A2A from Google, which is, you know, so that agent to agents can talk and communicate in a standard format, and that MCP allows for agents to talk to basically URLs. So like, you know, being able to query a website, fill in a form, hit that CAPTCHA bot for you, you know, and so being able to deep dive into data for you as part of the request that you have either given it or that it's tasked out from a request from you.
All right, I got a question. What's the biggest alpha you got from this event so far, and what's the biggest alpha you can share with us as well?
Biggest alpha I've gotten from this event so far. The biggest alpha I have gotten from this event so far is meeting people that I know only digitally and meeting them IRL. I think as we live in a pseudo-anonymous world, you know, sometimes we might only know people as PFPs.
Yeah.
But getting to see people IRL, shake hands, you know, and kiss babies. Make sure you don't shake babies and kiss hands. I did that a couple of times to make sure I wasn't doing it right, and I was doing it wrong. So yes, but you know, you got to have a, you know, this human connection. You know,
Exactly.
we live in a trustless and permissionless world. But how do people start using these protocols to begin with? It is human connections.
And what's the biggest alpha you can share us?
The biggest alpha. Let's see here. I would say really pay attention to what's going on in the Cosmos ecosystem, as well as Polkadot. For those that are big fans of BitTensor, there's a lot of cool things that have been happening in the subnet ecosystems. Do your own research. Subnet number 5 is pretty freaking amazing. But at the same time, for those that don't know, BitTensor is actually started off as a Polkadot parachain.
Interesting.
So there's a lot of really cool things that we've seen here. As we've seen a lot of the centralized exchanges starting to really work at bringing agents to their user base and getting analytics right up and center to their users. It's going to be a really interesting play to see how these things grow. But you know, with what's happening in the Cosmos ecosystem recently with the Eureka upgrade, which allows native bridging from Cosmos currently to Ethereum, but soon we'll see into the rest of the EVM ecosystem as well as SVM.
It does work fast. I used to use Cosmos. We actually were investing in Cosmos. We kind of got out because we wrote the narrative. We shifted narratives. But Cosmos, Osmo, super fast. Like, it's very good chain.
So,
and Polkadot's amazing too.
Polkadot is awesome. Huge shout out to the Leap wallet team. Leap allows for all Cosmos interchains, but also one of the really cool things that people don't know is that Leap, like Kepler, has integrated EVM chains, but they've also now integrated SVM, Solana.
Interesting.
So, and then the Leap wallet team is amazing on new features within their wallets. They feel that you shouldn't have, like me personally, I have about 120 different Web3 apps/wallets.
Same here.
They, you know, it's like, we should make it as easy as possible. Your money should be able to be used anywhere, and you should be able to do it within one app.
By any hacker, anywhere in the world, at any time. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
It's good to have a lot of wallets.
It is. You know?
Do you trade as well?
Of course I do.
Huh?
Are you more of a
used
degen
CoinEx?
or a hodler?
So I am more of a liquidity provider.
Okay.
Because that way I don't have to care about the ticker. I don't have to care about the narrative. I don't have to care about the community. Is there volume?
They don't care about you. He doesn't care. Do you have volume?
That's, you know, I don't. If the volume is going, if the price is going up or going down, I'm your exit liquidity.
Right.
I'm also your availability to be able to buy. So I live off of trading fees by providing both sides to a pair, so that people can be able to, you know, get it at the best price and help with price stability. So we've seen a lot of cool things happen in liquidity markets, both on the exchange side and on the decentralized finance side. So we've seen some really cool improvements in the way of tick spacing and LPs can be created and managed. Huge shout out to HawkFi for innovative using Meteora's DLMs and Orca's CLMs and soon Radium's CLMs, where automated range or automated rebalancing and auto compounding. So you're making money when you're in that range. And so one of the really cool things that HawkFi will do is if your position starts to move, it automatically repositions you back into range so that you're always making fees, which is a really cool thing to see and do. And so one of the really cool things that where exchanges are starting to sort of play a role in that too is we're starting to see exchanges provide both a DEX interpoint, and we're also starting to see, you know, staking for tokens for new projects, where a lot of users where exchanges might not have the latest meme coin, and so what they do is they incentivize their user base to bring the tokens on, stake them so that they can be sold, or that they can earn interest on them as well, so that they can become volume holders. And so you might want to then trade that token. And so CoinEx does a really good job at that as well, with a lot of different incentives. Futures market, I'll be honest, your futures market is not exciting to me. I am a degen. I have 400x leverage long.
Really?
So yeah.
They have 500x
Okay.
now in some exchanges. It's insane, dude.
I'm happy with 400x, and
Wow.
you know,
Oh my
it's
God.
money I don't want to see anymore. And so I either wake up happy, or I wake up really happy.
Yeah, it's one of those systems. As a matter of fact, if you take, let's say you have 1,000 euros, and you want to take, and this is just for the audience, and this is not financial advice, obviously.
Oh, I
Okay.
give financial advice.
Not on CoinEx.
Not with CoinEx.
So
Your
use
own.
$1 and
Do-
try it out, so you can actually learn what leverage is like and lose money. CoinEx actually has a really good demo account, so if you want to see what it's like, and you want to learn what leverage is, and you want to push the buttons and figure out the different states, CoinEx allows a really good job with the demo account side of things. Most exchanges do, so if CoinEx isn't for you, but give them a try.
Hey, excuse
But one
me,
of the really cool
please.
things that I like
I
is,
want you, one
the
second.
fact that go lose some money so you actually know what it looks like. So when you're making money, you know when to take it out and take a profit.
Excellent, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, man. And we got another
you so
interview
much.
that's coming up to the channel. I want to get you on the channel real quick. Come on over here. You're beautiful. And it says, ask me anything. So my question is, what's your name? How's the event going? And what people are wondering right now is, are you single?
It's okay. So my name is Kui, and I'm actually working for this event, and it's been going great so far. So meeting people from different parts of the world, and unfortunately, I'm not single.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's great. Lucky man, lucky man. Is he watching right now? He's watching right now, isn't he?
Yeah, because he's a big crypto Bitcoin fan.
What do
so-
you like about this event? Why do you think, is Token2049 the greatest event ever? I think it is, but what do you like most about this event?
I actually like how fun it is. So I've been in the event industry for the past 6 years, and nothing beats Token2049. It's so fun. So you can actually get a massage. Can you imagine? You
Where?
Get a massage. Yo, there is a massage parlor downstairs. on the
Get
ground
out of
level.
here.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can.
It's your fault I haven't gone yet because you kept me here with all the time.
Same for you. We should go together.
We should go together,
You can
not for each
actually
other though.
Also,
No way.
and you can also have an ice bath, by the way. Do you know that? You can dip
Ice
yourself-
bath?
Yes.
Ice bath?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's so hot out there, so it's needed. You
That
guys
is
should-
really cool.
You guys should go
Can I
do
see
it.
your sign 1 second?
Yeah, sure. Ask me anything, but I'm not AI, please.
You can ask me anything when. This is so cool. You can actually play tennis with us. Thank you
keep
so
it with
much.
me.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate you. Thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you so much.
So
Wow.
the vibe here is crazy. Everybody is full of life. Everyone's having fun. This is what kind of events I like going to.
Interestingly, like Taco just mentioned, the BitTensor ecosystem, right? I think there's actually a very interesting topic that I want to share as well, because I think in this cycle, AI and the pins are kind of hype sectors, but I often struggle to find the actual demand and also like the infrastructure supply of these sectors. And recently, I think one very niche yet growing sector that I have identified is exactly the BitTensor ecosystem. Like, I think it represents kind of a new frontier blockchain innovation like in this entire space, because it enables the creation of very specific and application-driven use cases.
Right.
So it currently has over like 70 sublets, because like Bensu is sublet architecture, it enables all those creation of specific use cases. And I think users should really check that out. And I think it kind of showcases and aligns between the infrastructure supplied and the actual demand of users. So I think that's a really promising sector. I think right now, BitTensor ecosystem is pretty much underrated by the market, really thanks to the complex technological development of the ecosystem. But I think as enterprise and institutional interests are involved in the space, I think it will receive more significant attention for sure.
Right. So let's have a look at it. Can you open up your charts real quick? Because I can't do it over here. I wanted to have a look about what's going on with Bitcoin. People are probably wondering what's going on with Bitcoin here.
Yeah, so basically in a month, like in April, we actually saw a drop like down to 75K.
Yeah, we called that, by the way.
Yeah. Nice, man.
You're welcome.
Nice, man.
You're welcome.
So like mainly like because of the tariff war, like started by Trump administration.
You know, man, I'm a bit of a contrarian on everything, not just trading, but also when it comes to news. I really don't look at news. I really don't look at tariffs. I don't look at anything, because show me the charts, I'll tell you the news.
Yeah.
Because look, there's news for the classes and there's news for the masses.
Yeah.
We never get the news for the classes. We get the news for the masses.
Yeah.
So it's either short term, or it doesn't really matter, because the people in the know, you can actually read the charts. The biggest chance you have is actually looking at the charts. That's just my humble opinion.
So I'm curious about like how do you look for alpha then? Like, are you how do you look for alpha? Like, are you more of a degen for meme coin trading, or are you a hodler?
Funny you actually said that. So I actually have a few ways of trading and investing. Now, above all, I'm a long-term trader and investor. And I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, I'm a shitcoin minimalist. So, you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
I trade
and you should
to
like
make
our
more.
exchange.
I trade to make more Bitcoin, if that makes sense. Now, I do get into degen stuff. I do get into projects that take off. It's part of my risk part of the portfolio. When I trade, I usually just trade Bitcoin if I use leverage or anything like that.
Okay.
And if I get into altcoins, I am no leverage, because I think they're leveraged enough.
So how much leverage do you use when you trade Bitcoin?
Okay, so I want to be responsible and say I use 5 to 10x at the most. But the truth is I do dab into 20, 30x sometimes, but very cautiously. And it has to be something along the line of a snap and crack.
Yeah.
That's when you break under, for those of you that may not know, it's when you break under resistance and you get above it very fast. You can actually trade that on momentum and that candle, and then you can expect it to go higher, and then your stop loss is before. That's when you can use leverage, because if it goes under anyway, you're probably out.
Can you share with us, like, what's your favorite technical indicator that you use the most?
Great question, and I love you for it. I like using the factor line because it's mine.
Okay.
So we just launched the factor line.
Okay.
You can't actually buy it yet.
Can you explain the philosophy behind
Of course.
that?
You can't buy it just yet. I'm just going to start with that, so I'm not trying to shill anything. It's on TradingView, and you can only get it part of the Invest, Trade, and Think like the Crypto Factor course. But you will be able to get it monthly soon.
Okay.
It's based on a few things. It's based on how I personally trade. I'm very big on support resistance. I'm very big on simplicity. I'm very big on volume and momentum, and I'm very, very big on candlesticks.
Yeah.
And most people out there, they don't use them correctly. They just don't. I've seen very few traders that do.
Yeah.
Now that said, I'm not a day trader. I'm a swing trader and long-term trader. I dabble into day trading sometimes because I got the Greek in me. I'm gambling. I got the gambling bug, right? But generally speaking, yeah, that's basically my system. And the factor line is a great indicator, but you don't need it. It's great if you want to learn fast how I trade, but it's not the best. There's no such thing as the best indicator out there. Everyone's different. It's like everyone has their preferences. Somebody might be big on Fibonacci's, somebody on oscillators. I'm not.
Okay.
Right? I look at volume, I look at candles, and I look at some Western technical patterns, and that's pretty much about it.
Okay, interesting. So I myself, well, I think it's kind of similar to you. I'm both like a long-term trader, or as well as like a meme coin trader, like a degen way. Like, I think the reason why I'm also a degen trader or like a meme coin trader is that because of my work.
Yeah.
Because I'm a researcher at CoinEx, so I'm also responsible for conducting like project and token research,
inside
research,
information. He knows when things are
on-chain data analysis and a research publication, and I need to feel the market, right? So I need to know like what kind of meme coins are trending.
Of course.
What kind of narratives.
You have to
are
understand how. And
yeah.
why.
So that's why I need to trade meme coins and also like all those altcoins. But in the meantime, I'm actually also a fan of quant trading or like algo trading. Whatever you name it. Like similar to what you do with all those like technical analysis, what I do is I also look into those like volume factors or momentum or like, but I also look at all those like on-chain data factors, and I do quite a lot of back tests.
Nice.
So that's how I try to find the alpha, and I try to look into the Sharpe ratio of different trading strategies. So that's how I mainly trade with Bitcoin.
I actually have some questions for you I've written down. I'm going to ask you in a second, but let me ask you something. When you look at an altcoin, whether it's a meme coin or whatever, what factors do you look at when assessing if it's a good entry?
Well, honestly, I think the beauty of like meme coins or like all those cryptocurrencies, I think the beauty is really the transparency and the transaction data, like on-chain data on the blockchain.
Right.
They are all transparent, you can see that. And the one key factor that I like to look at is the flow on-chain. So I can actually do a lot of queries, for example.
Is that Crypto Lifer? Is that Crypto Lifer? Yo, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam. He's talking. Let me go grab him real quick. Give me a second, man. Come. We have Crypto Lifer in the house. We were just talking earlier on. I want to get you on the channel. We are live, by the way.
Oh my God, we're live on YouTube right now?
Yeah,
This is my favorite place to be.
It is. And
I feel like I'm home now.
Okay, look, here's your microphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we were just talking about technical analysis, and when it comes to day trading,
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. He's one of the best. I've actually watched his channel, and we have a chart right there in front. They can't see it on the screen, but can you give us some alpha, see what you're seeing right now?
Yeah, for sure. I do this on the plane sometimes, so, right off the bat.
This is not touch screen.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah. Right off the bat, I tell everyone I'm a simpleton. As I started trading, I learned the basics, right? But then I got complex and I started learning too much. And what happened was I learned so much I forgot the basics.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times I was in a group with my mentor, and I had all the indicators, and he was like, "It's a falling wedge. It's likely to break out." And like, I got wrecked, and all I had to do was take all the indicators off and just trade the falling wedge, and just like let it be, and like let my mind be, like be free, like let the geometric shape play out,
Yes.
So like, Bitcoin was in a falling wedge, like we all knew that, like, and what time frame are we on here? Smaller, right?
The daily one.
It is a daily. Let's turn this into the weekly right there. Yep.
You got some live alpha coming straight from the Lifer here, man. This is crazy.
There it is.
This is what these events are all about, man.
So when we look at this chart on the weekly, I use a wheel on my control. Yeah. Thank you. But when we zoom into this chart, I want to do this.
You try to zoom in like an iPad.
Yeah.
This was a falling wedge. The whole point was Bitcoin was in a falling wedge. There was a 68% chance it was going to break out. All you had to do is when the wedge was confirmed and you hit the bottom of that wedge, there was also a daily bullish divergence there. If you had looked at if you put the RSI on with this, I'm so crazy. I have my iPad with me. But if you put the RSI on, you'll see that there was a daily bullish divergence, which means when we go to the daily time frame, the daily was moving up while Bitcoin was moving down. The RSI was moving down. See, Bitcoin was moving down. The RSI was tilting up in an uptrend. From there to there was an uptrend. That dot to that dot was up. But that dot was down. That's how you knew that we were going to jump. That's what's called a bullish divergence. So you had a hidden bullish divergence on the weekly. You had a bullish divergence on the daily. That same thing happened. The same thing happened when in the GBTC. It was the exact same thing. So and then the fear was at 10. So you got the fear and greed index, and then the weekly stochastics are down here right now if you look at them. So to me, like you didn't have to be that smart. All you had to know was how to trade a falling wedge.
Yep.
Like that was it. And like I see the measured move. Me and you agreeing 135, 139K. Like it's gonna take some time. Maybe it might even get there by August or September. Like
it might do before a bear market, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Could we get to 180,000?
If we break 140, I mean, too many people. So here's the thing: everyone looks at 200 psychological and 250 because they're the over bullish people. Then you have 180, which people are like, okay, I'll go a little bit shorter. So it's probably going to go something like 168, 159, something where everybody doesn't get in. Like it always overshoots or undershoots your.
Well, what I love about Bitcoin is it rewards the person that can handle the most pain.
Yeah.
That's what it does. So like, I was able to buy the fear numerous times. When I bought it, it didn't feel too good. The technicals told me it was what to do. My bodies and emotions were pretty like, it looked like it was going to get worse. Right. When you buy the bottom, it looks like it's going to get way worse. That's what a bottom looks like. The whole world thinks it's going lower.
Exactly.
That's why when you buy it, everyone loves you and you look like the man. That's why everyone wants to call the bottom, right? But the that key area bounced, and I've learned one higher low is really a very intricate sign. Like, and then you wait for a higher high to break. You don't buy that jump. You wait for that one pullback to the higher low, and then execution. We got it right there. Like,
yep,
right there you have it. You can kind of got there. But right now, I'm in a long right now on the 4 hour. I'll show you. Put the 4 hour time frame on for me. This will work better.
Yeah, we'll try it. Yeah, just tell them to do what to do.
Yeah. Is there assistance there? What am I
doing?
Oh
my God, CoinEx is assisting you live on YouTube. That's what we're talking about.
Hey, can you draw the flag? 2 lines on that. You know how to do your TA there?
Yeah.
Turn that into a flag and then draw that measured move up. It takes us to $107,000.
Yeah.
CoinEx working for life for here, man. I love it. only a token 2049.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
I was like, he's taking too long. We got a measured move to about 107,000. We have a measured move to about 107,000 out of a flag on the 4 hour. I'm in it right now. I'm using that. I'm gonna stop loss like a little lower than that wick there. I didn't use the big wick. Like I'm right in there.
Yeah. Right.
Now you did the same thing there. It paid out perfectly. Everyone doesn't realize that was it.
Yep.
And then the 200 MA on the daily was riding. Like the 21 on the daily was underneath price action. That tells me we're going. Like when the moving averages ride with price, I get like, oh man. I know money's coming to me when the moving averages flow parallel with price action. Like it's like I've seen it thousands of times, and
There's also other things, other indicators, well, not really indicators, but I had maybe 25 people leave my group. I had people giving up. People were capitulating. They just couldn't take it.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, they just vanished.
Hundreds fleeing the market.
And then once everything picks up, everyone starts coming back.
They come back, and especially if you stay consistent and they see the calls you made. They see us with the money.
Exactly.
And they didn't want to go through the pain.
Exactly.
And we tell them, hey, there's no pain, there's no gain with no pain, folks. Everyone wants something for free. It doesn't work like that. He works every day in his channel. I work every day on my channel. People know us. We do our thing now because we grind it every single day. It's like no one gives you anything for free.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about your tears, you know what I mean? Like,
no one cares about your tears. And being a YouTuber, people don't realize, like, oh, he's a YouTuber. No, he's a technical analyst. He's a cameraman. He's a sound engineer, at least in the beginning, right? An editor, script writer, SEO professional, copywriter, all these different things to get a YouTube channel. CEO,
manager of the employees,
Yeah, and then slowly you start hiring
father
people.
of 3 kids, and then when do I make love to my wife after all that,
Well, now you have an assistant that goes around with you, right?
Yeah.
At least for the events.
Yes, yeah. We get to fly people around the world now with me, you know what I mean? Which is a blessing, right? I did all the events on my own. I set I engineer. I have a live stream in my hotel right now that I engineered. I bring all the equipment with me. I got microphones, wires. You should see it. The whole
kind of like we set
when
this
they
up.
clean, the hotel guest is like, "What is this guy? He's working for the FBI?"
They stopped me at the airport for all the equipment
on the way
back.
I got when I came in, no one was there. I got in at like 4 in the morning or 7 at night. The airport was dead empty. It was like a ghost town. No one even asked me why I came in. I put my passport to a little machine, and no one asked me, why are you coming here? I thought, where are you coming here?
Which one did you come? Which
Emirates.
passport? Emirates, okay.
It was just like so easy. They didn't even know. Everywhere goes through my bag. Everywhere, because it's got all these wires and stuff in it. They didn't even care.
See, when you get to his level, you go with Emirates. When you're at my level, still grinding, you go with Air Arabia. Which is great, by the way. It was a good
Emirates was off the hook, man. There was like someone giving me hot towels every few hours, like dotting my face. They gave me pajamas. They gave me like eye things. They gave me cream. They gave me like a little pack with like, toothbrush, shaving stuff. Like I was like, gave you a pillow, the chair leaned back. I never had anything like that in my life. 3-star meals. I was eating short rib.
I saw the TV you bought as well. You bought a massive TV.
Oh, the 86 inch. Yeah.
I got one recently too, just because I broke my other one, and I got one recently as well.
Yeah, I just bought a new home, and we're gonna.
I saw it's huge, man. It's a villa, right?
Huh?
It's a villa.
No, it's
Kinda.
my house in Florida looks bigger than it is. It's
Yeah.
the way they built it with 12-foot ceilings. It's insane. Like
Right.
they made it just look extravagant. You know, my neighborhood they built it 5 years ago, and they knew. Everyone was sick of the old construction in Florida, so the guy in mine was like, "I'm gonna make these look grand and castle-like.
Nice.
They look like Arabic, like the way I don't know. It's amazing. The neighborhood's amazing. I love it. Low HOA fees too. You know? But I bought a rental property, and I thought about the other day. I own 12 bathrooms or something. You know what I mean?
They can take a shit in each
Both
one.
houses have 5 bathrooms in them. I'm like, what do I need 5 bathrooms
I
for?
only have
Like,
2. See, this is the difference here. I was happy with 2 bathrooms.
I'm happy with an outhouse, man. Like it's all whatever. You know, I'm just blessed that God has got me here, and this is what comes with when you come to successful. Material things follow you. They don't mean that much. It's more about the energy and where you're going in life. You know what I mean? The people that don't have them get a little more think they're bigger than you.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to get them. Once you get them, you realize. You know.
One thing people should know though, but they should not rush for this. They don't go broke trying to look rich.
Yeah.
That's one thing I learned very young.
Everyone sees me and I worked a night shift from 30 to 36 years old. I got in at 7. I got out at 3 in the morning. I had a good guy who let me out early a lot, so I got out like 1:45. But still, I was falling asleep at 3 a.m. for 6 years of my life. I worked every Friday night. Everyone was out drinking. I was in a room with 30 computers, media managing, you know, grinding. And that's where I got into. I had these computers all night, and I would set files to run. The files would take an hour. I have an hour of downtime and an 8-hour shift. There I am on YouTube.
Yep.
UFOs, inflation, Bitcoin, and next thing you know, I taught myself how to trade. I taught myself the world of finance. I studied the history of money from the first gold coin in Egypt to the florin in France to the Roman coin, how they cut the corner of the Roman coin. That's why they say cutting corners. They were taking the corner of the coin to make more coins. They diluted their coin. They eventually put more nickel and copper into it. Why did they have a good society? The soldiers liked the pure gold. So they had good soldiers. They were going to get good gold, but they wanted to expand. They wanted to keep the army expanding, but they didn't have enough. You couldn't mine the gold fast enough to pay the soldiers.
Right.
So they had to keep cutting the gold. Next thing you know, the soldier knew he was getting half nickel, half copper.
Yeah.
He didn't want to fight no more like the same. And their literally society collapsed when the money collapsed, right? Like
Exactly.
And that's
Exactly.
you know. So the history lessons taught me. I meet people. Like I remember when I bought my Escalade, and the salesman. I tried to tell him what I did for a living, and I was like, I print money out my mind, man. And he was like, I can't understand Bitcoin. What is it? And I was like, just know that I understand it and buy some of it. You know? Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's a fascinating experience to find a gem like that. Friends of mine that were richer than me laughed at me. Family members considered me to go to psychological, like.
Same here, man.
They sent me, like, I think you need to go to, like, to get help. Like, I kept buying it when it went to 3,000 after it dropped, and they thought, Sam, it's over. Like, your dream of 20K, like, and I told them, no, like, they're printing your money to zero. This is the greatest opportunity. 3,000 in 2018 was the greatest opportunity to buy Bitcoin. It was right there, staring you in the face, man. Like,
Is that when you got in, or?
I got in at $1,000. That was my
Nice.
first Bitcoin around in 980. I bought Ethereum at $9.
Nice.
I was selling coins, selling drones in the street. A guy walked by wearing, I believe, a Bitcoin shirt or an Ethereum shirt. I was getting emails about Bitcoin at $350. I knew about it at $300. That's when I learned about it. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
It was a trading community that was giving me hits on gold and silver stocks. Out of nowhere, they'd say, Bitcoin, the Chinese are buying it. It was 380, I remember. I still got these emails from 2016. I can show
You
you.
should show them on the
I
video,
got emails, man. Like, they're crazy. Like, I don't even believe that I got these emails. But like, why was I so lucky? Like, and I figured it out. And I studied history, and I didn't like that they were stealing from my parents. My mom was a school teacher. My dad was an iron worker. I come from union people that gave their life to the city, gave their life to society. My dad built all the buildings everyone works in, you know. And I did the math. With inflation and taxation, you work for free for 3 years out of 10. 3.5 years out of 10, you're working for free. People don't realize that. You got up and went to work for zero money.
Yeah.
For 3 out of 10 years of your life.
If you're in Greece, you're still making zero money.
Yeah, you're just gonna go. Yeah, exactly.
You're working.
If they don't sustain the currency, it's a double whammy on you, triple whammy, quadruple whammy. You know, and that's why you need God in your life, and you need energy, because they can steal everything. But
People
they can
love
never
you in the
take,
comments.
They can never take our heart from us. They can never take our energy. They can never take our soul. We are the brave hearts of crypto, baby.
Yeah, baby.
They may take our coins.
They may take our coins.
Soul.
Never. Awesome, man. You've been trading right before you got there. Do you have any like 3 setups you can give people off your head?
Totally. 1 minute time frame. Do one at MA. Start demo trading it. Give me 100 of them. Write in a journal how many you hit. I'm telling you, you're hit 60 out of 100. and then start trading that. Use the daily, wait for the 21 to cross the 200 MA. Right now, the 12-hour looks great. It's doing what I say. It's above the 200 with the 21-day moving average. Use the 200 MA and the 21-day moving average, the simple moving average. I'm not an EMA guy. Throw those out the window. They speed up towards the end. I find them faded. I like simple moving averages. They're latent, but when you use them a lot, you can front run them. You'll see that the 50's coming to the 200. You'll buy then, and then when the cross happens, you'll already be in the gain. Stick to your 21-day moving average and your 200-day moving average. Get to know your moving averages. Back test it on Tesla, back test it on the Dow Jones, and then take that information to Bitcoin. Like, that's how I did it, and that's how you can do it too.
3 coins that can get in right now off of your head that you remember.
I like Arrow Drone low right now because base is hot and base is gonna push. It went from 30 to 240 twice now. It's in an 8x twice, come back down. It's probably, I think it's sitting 30, 50 cents right now. Base ain't gonna lose. They got billions of dollars. It's Coinbase's chain.
Yeah.
How is the automated market maker not gonna hit? My biggest hit was Cake years ago. I'm always trying to find the next Cake because that changed my life. I think Aerodrome has the potential to go somewhere to, I don't know, $3 to $5 from where it's at, and it's at like 40 cents. So I like Aero. You know, it's a safer bet too because it's on Coinbase. You're not going too far down the line, you know what I mean? Next coin that I really like, more of a safer play too, Ondo. I feel if you don't have a bag of Ondo right now, you're gonna be missing out. I think it's something you could hold for the next 5, 6, maybe even 10 years, you know? Definitely probably sell it at the top of this rally, but I would, because the fundamentals work, I would probably like to reaccumulate at a lower price. But I really like Ondo. It's the head of RWA. If you're not really sure about RWA, you really can't go wrong with Ondo.
Yeah, just at least hold Ondo.
You got big business. Yeah, you got to have it. You know, I got a 30K bag or something. You got to have a bag of it. And then last coin that I would say, one that sticks out, but it has some controversy, is, I got to leave that one alone.
Go say it, just say it.
Caspa. You know?
Casper.
Yeah, like I've been in Casper
I've
been in Casper since under a penny. Proof of work coin, man, and so I was up 20x at one point already in this rally. But I'm looking for a 50x out of this. I started with $3,000, traded it to 8, put the 8, traded it to 16. I kept trading the fibs on Caspa. I turned it into a $100,000 bag when it went to like about 16 cents. So now it must be 80 grand, and I started with a very little money almost 18 months ago. I've been working on this trade. People don't realize I work on trades for years until I can't wait to sell the Caspa bag and like buy a condo or buy some cash. You know, what I like to do is sit in crypto. When I extrapolate the wealth, I throw it into a rent producing property. So I can that sticks for my kids and produces rent. I go back into crypto. Eventually I'll have a $100 million real estate portfolio that I can live off, my kids can have, and I got the Bitcoin for saving. They'll be set for life, man, you know?
And you got your assistant here. There he is, right there.
Yeah, it's my assistant, Jamie.
Jamie, come on, man. Come over here. Jamie is awesome. I've been talking to Jamie for a while. I want to hear Jamie give us some alpha, because you work with one of the greatest in crypto. So you probably got a lot of info, a lot of influence from him. What are you looking at? How are you seeing these markets? That's your microphone.
Yeah, here.
You don't have to kiss him. It just look.
I'm looking at Bitcoin.
You're
Looking at Bitcoin.
Bitcoin only?
Bitcoin only.
Do you trade any altcoins?
You can get the moves, like Sam will teach you. You can add leverage to make Bitcoin into any altcoin you want.
Very true, and there's very wise words right there as well. Very wise words. Awesome. And what do you think the markets are going to do? What are you looking at the Bitcoin top? What do you think?
I think people are going to get wrecked in May. I think people are going to sell in May.
Yes.
I think they'll be crying by June. I think they'll be out by the market by July.
And then they buy it.
They'll be rushing back in October.
I totally agree.
They'll be
man.
selling our bags in November when they rush back in.
November,
so crazy,
maybe
right?
December. Yeah.
Their cycle is our cycle, right? But they're just off cycle, like.
Exactly.
Also, when you start in the market, you don't know everything. And there's a bunch of wolves that have been sitting there for 10 years waiting to take your money. I'm now the wolf waiting to take your money. You got to go through what I went through.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, we are here now. So like,
we're here to teach.
You'll become one of us eventually, but you're gonna, you got to go through the process.
You know. You got to. It's true. All right, awesome. So what do you think about Token2049 so far? What kind of deals did you get this guy? Maybe I could follow.
We'll talk about that later, Paul.
This guy's awesome, by the way. I think he's got quite a bit to do with your success as well. I mean, he does a lot for you, man.
100%, man, 100%.
It's good people around.
Everyone in my life has a huge part of where I'm at. Like, there's no such thing as the me show. I may go live every day, I may put my energy, but without a team behind you, you're just a fan spinning, dude. You're like an engine without a plane. Like,
exactly.
You could go anywhere, and with my energy and how I'm going, I need a team to tame me. I need a team to direct me. I'm flowing water, I'm rushing. They need to put that into a stream and send it where it needs to go. My energy is so big that I miss out on where I'm going sometimes. I need a team to keep me grounded to center the ship. And with that navigation and my stream, like we're unstoppable, man. Like we are unstoppable. I feel it. I know it. Like, look at us. We're the dream team, man. Like you can't beat us, man.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And since we're here, what is your favorite thing about CoinEx? Do you have any favorite aspects about it?
My favorite thing about CoinEx is
Watch him looking. He's like,
is the fact that you can get smaller coins that people can't get. Like I go back to Zodex, which is a decentralized exchange for Caspa. Couldn't get it anywhere, didn't really know about it, and Caspa makes it difficult to get it's like that ecosystem isn't as swift.
Yes, Shy.
Right now.
Did you trade any KRC20 tokens back then?
Yeah, a little bit, sometimes, yeah. What's another coin I hit big on there? I'm trying to think, it was, what was it, I hit a coin so big on CoinEx, it was like, I'm trying to think. I even think didn't you have Casper on Coinbase pretty early or no?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you had Casper real early.
Yeah, we support POW ecosystem.
Exactly, you were one of the first people to have it. You were one of the first people. You guys just research, integrate coins that could, the key is, a lot of coins end up on CoinEx. They 2 to 3x. Then they end up on Mexi, and they end up on these other places. But you would have seen they were on CoinEx for like a month first. And there's like another 5 to 10x inside of CoinEx behind the scenes.
And I discovered this now. Like I didn't even know.
Yeah, I had to I don't tell much people about it. It's a little secret alpha that I keep to myself. I guess now it's out to the world,
CoinEx is like, you know what? The crypto factor is really cool. He's getting all these trades. He's doing all this stuff. He's giving all this alpha. Let's let him in on a little secret. Let's bring him over to Dubai. And I guess, thank you, man. So yeah, I'll got the link in the description down below. I also have it in the chat as well.
I have a guy who's heavy into mining coins, and he looks at the mining community. And whenever there's a big mining coin that starts small, somehow it ends up on CoinEx. So that's how he got me into it. He kept being like, and every couple of weeks he's sending me another CoinEx chart.
Nice. All right. So what's your plans now? What are you guys gonna do?
We're gonna go to a Bitcoin event tonight.
Which one?
Just another exchange. I won't mention it. Yeah, just to be nice.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, keep it.
We're a serious competitor.
Yeah. But and it's like at the top of a building on the Palm, and it's going to be illustrious and great. I got a live stream in I keep the Eastern time here, so I know when my stream is. My stream is at 10 o'clock, so it's 9:50, right? So
it is?
It's 9:50 a.m. in America,
gotcha.
or 8:50, is it?
We're streaming in 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's It's 8:50 right now.
I better let you guys go get prepped then.
Yeah, it's 8:50. We're gonna wrap this up and then get the car back to the home. Put a hot towel on my face and get ready to hit those tarts, baby.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
Awesome, man.
And I'll see you again tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so
nice
much.
to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. It was like family, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. God bless. See you guys.
Yeah.
So there you go. Crypto lifer in the house. One of the best day traders I've ever seen. One of the only day traders that actually knows what he's talking about and what he's doing on YouTube, in my personal opinion. But I see someone else. Oh, I see that. Come over here, man. Come over here. Come over here, man. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? I recognize you straight away. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I got a battery. It's okay. Go in next. No, it's okay. I'll just put this back in. Oh.
Sorry, I just messed the whole thing up.
No, it's
Nice meeting
okay.
you.
It's
How you
okay.
doing, man?
Jeff.
Crypto Gains, you good?
No, I
Yeah.
just messed it up.
Are we live, yeah?
Yeah,
we
we're
are
live.
live, man. We are live.
Yeah, just say hi to
Crypto
our
Gains,
How's it
man.
going? Crypto Gains here?
So, Crypto Gains over here. So, this is going to be a bit controversial. Don't hit me, okay? In the
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I know, because you guys are going to talk about day trading.
No,
right?
no. The truth is, I watched your channel a couple of times,
Yeah.
and in the beginning, I was like, okay, this guy's pissing me off. He's doing this, he's doing that.
Everybody says it.
And then you have this smirk.
I've got one of these personalities. It's a love-hate personality.
But as I watched you over time, I just started coming to respect the hustle and respect what you're doing, and
I
you do bring
appreciate
alpha as well. And we're all in this game together. So
Yeah.
I've mentioned you a couple of times on my channel.
Oh, you
just
did?
yes,
Okay,
I did.
cool,
Oh, yes,
cool.
I did. But I'm seeing you here now.
I'm here, man.
Seeing you here now. And I gotta say, man, you're an OG in the game.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I'm a bit shy now. Now, yeah, obviously my stuff has always been high risk. So I always look for the low caps, high risk plays, things that people haven't even spoken about yet.
Yeah.
You know, giving them the opportunity to get in early. Because when I started, I mean, all the coins that are popular today, like the XRPs, the Cardanos, they were tiny in market cap. So the opportunity is always going to be low market caps. I personally think so. But what are you guys talking about here?
No, that's what
Before I rudely interrupted.
and we'll get there.
Yeah,
That's what I slowly discovered about his channels was like he takes a very high risk, high
Toxic play.
toxic
It's
plays.
like Nemesis, like Revenge, like
Exactly.
Resident Evil 3.
Once you understand that, it's all good. It's actually surreal seeing you, man.
That's cool, man.
And you're pretty buff, dude. I didn't want to say anything. It's gonna hit
I'm
me.
trying to beat him. If you start with me, I will come for you.
Just start.
It comes out.
So,
And what's your name, sorry?
Jeff.
Jeff. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you, Jeff. Man. Nice to
so
meet you.
my channel, The Crypto Factor, by the way.
Yeah, Crypto Factor,
And CoinEx brought me out here. We're podcasting live. We're doing videos. We're doing content.
Nice.
And CoinEx actually has a lot of these crypto gems before anybody else
Oh,
as an
really?
exchange.
Well, I'm going to check you out because you might find me something. So, yeah. This
Well,
is nice,
that's
man.
the mastermind.
Yeah, I'm the researcher at
Okay,
CoinEx,
yeah.
so I'm responsible for all those token research, project research, on-chain data analysis, token listing, so you can find all the gems. So if you want to find like early gems, then come
Right,
check
yeah.
out.
Yeah, that's the thing. That some of these coins that we get, they take so long to get listed on central big exchanges. And I keep saying, to
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
you need to come underground.
Yeah.
You've got to come to these places first to catch the gems. If you want to
Exactly.
make some good money anyway, that's what
Yeah.
happened. So,
Exactly.
Yeah. This
And
is nice.
you recently moved to Dubai? I
Yeah,
saw
I've
you
been
had a
here, like-
massive apartment. I'm like, okay, this guy's doing something right.
Yeah, I've been here like 6 months now. 6
Nice.
months. Yeah,
We
yeah.
just opened up office here as well. Like
Oh,
I
nice.
personally did. Yeah. So
Lovely,
you'll
yeah.
be seeing more of
Well,
me.
we'll have to stay in touch. Definitely.
Definitely,
do some
man.
work together. And yeah, it's great seeing you as well.
Two
see
pieces
you.
of alpha
Look at
before
this.
you
Pleasure.
leave, though. Two pieces of alpha
pieces
right
of
now, and you can
alpha.
check out his channel, Crypto Gains here.
2 coins that I recommend. What should I do? Like AI?
It's up to
Up
you,
to
man.
you, up to you.
My best AI play right now, low cap, all about robotics, has a chance to do big gains, but that's not financial advice. You know, you do your further research. I would go for a project called Alki, AUKI, Alki.
Alki.
They focus on like spatial computing, robotics, AI, and yeah, I think like robotics
What's the
is
market
gonna be a
cap
big
right
thing.
now?
Now you're testing me. I think it's like, I don't know, what's Alki at? Maybe 17 million? It's tiny. It's like, I think it's around 17, 20 million something, maybe even
Okay.
lower. It
Okay.
might be even lower. But yeah, that's a solid project that I'm investing in right now. If I had to go for another one, probably a high risk meme play. Probably Bell's coin. You heard of Bell's coin?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have. Isn't
Yeah,
it the
yeah, yeah.
first
Actually, I dropped a
coin?
video on that today, Bell's coin. Yeah.
It's the first coin that.
From Billy Marcus.
Right.
The one that done Dogecoin, right?
Yeah.
So check out Bell's coin. I think it has potential purely for the fact that obviously it's got the whole Animal Crossing vibe. I think them fans are going to come along one day and see it. And yeah, obviously being the founder of Doge, the guy who founded Doge, made this before obviously Dogecoin, so it has substance behind it.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Well,
really appreciate
take care.
it. You're gonna
Do
be
your
here
thing.
tomorrow as well?
Yeah, I'm around.
I'd
tomorrow,
love
so
to
we'll
get
hang
you.
out.
I'd
Thank
love
you.
to get
Cheers,
another video with you.
Pleasure.
Yeah,
I'd love to get another video of you. We'll do some back and forth. It'll be
Cool.
fun.
All right, man.
Thank you
guys do
so
your
much,
thing,
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Cheers.
What's the cable?
Plug
Take care, man. So you see some of the biggest people at Token2049. You see some of the best people here with the biggest alpha. And Crypto Gains is somebody, let me tell you a story, because he is actually doing something right. So in the beginning, as I mentioned right in front of him, I was a bit pissed off and a bit skeptical with all the different calls that he does. But over time, I discovered it's kind of like 20 calls, you'll get 1 or 2 right. And I thought that was a bad thing. But then soon realized that those 2 right that he gets, he makes massive gains. And that's just a different way of trading. It's just a different, it's a degen way of trading. And
Yeah.
me being a bit more conventional, me being a little bit more conservative, it doesn't mean that he is wrong. Obviously he's right. I mean, he's doing what he's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, I think interestingly, like he mentioned a lot about technical analysis, and then back to the question that you asked me before meeting,
Yes.
like about the indicator that I use in terms of trading, like meme coins or altcoins. I think one indicator that I really like on chain is actually the flow. So basically, what I like to do is I do a lot of queries, for example, on Dune Analytics, and I try to set a number of parameters and to filter out some big trade signals, like the flow into a certain coin. So that's how I try to monitor and capture like the time where the whales enter that meme coin or altcoin. So that's the kind of the factor that I like the most
Right,
on chain.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, you should try out the factor light. I'm gonna send you so you can put it in your chart and test it out and tell me what you think.
Yeah, definitely.
With the how to use and everything as well.
Yeah. On like because I usually do quite a lot of queries on doing analytics, and to check out some kind of different kinds of on-chain
Nice.
data and on-chain factors. So that's how we can observe the market behavior on chain because they are all transparent.
And we're seeing more and more people just coming to this event. It's not stop, right? It's just
Yeah.
coming and they're just flowing, and there's a lot of fun, a lot of different people, a lot of different countries, a lot of different cultures. I do have your questions here. I was actually thinking maybe I am gonna save this for tomorrow
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure we're just gonna see content walk up to us like we have so far.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to the audience a little bit. What do you guys think? Have you ever been to an event like this?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to an event? What's your biggest take of the event? And also, do you have a CoinEx account? Because if you do not, I strongly suggest you click the link, at least check it out. You have nothing to lose. Just check it out, click the link. Yes, it's an affiliate link. Yes, I get a commission. But click the link, check it out, and just see if it works for you, because a lot of things I learned from you guys, I did not know.
Yeah, I think one of the interesting things that I heard from your conversation is that, to be honest, I personally feel that our listing approach is kind of underrated. For
Yes.
example, you didn't know about it. Like, for example, for me, from my personal perspective, when it comes to on-chain trading, I realized a lot of our emerging ecosystem, for example, Casper, KLC20, or runes, or inscriptions.
Yeah.
Like all these emerging ecosystems they typically require a certain technical knowledge in order to interact with the tokens or the setup of specific wallets. And I think that's where everyday users or retail users find it challenging to enter the space. And then another area that we set out, of course, is the POW ecosystem, like he just mentioned.
Yeah.
Because that's the area a lot of DeFi applications find it struggle to integrate with. Because normally this POW ecosystem, they have super limited native DeFi applications. But thanks to our strong capabilities and thanks to our deep roots in POW mining, because we are backed by BTC mining pool, so we have been able to support a wide range of POW assets. So I think like all this kind of asset listing strategies and capabilities, I think they are quite underrated by the market. So I think do check out CoinEx. That's the beauty of.
What are you visioning for the future? What are you going from here on? Because you're having great success, but where do you see things going and what are you doing about it? Where are you flowing to, if that makes sense?
So I think historically speaking, we at CoinEx prioritize a lot on spot trading to just really serve the needs of our users given the user demographics at our exchange. But moving forward, we are investing quite a lot into the comprehensive derivatives trading suite at CoinEx. This could include the charting tools, the user interface, and the order systems. So with all that, we're hoping to really to meet the growing needs of our professional traders while maintaining our signature user-friendly approach. And then secondly, I think we are also trying to enhance the fiat services, like around deposit, withdrawal, especially to users in high inflation markets who increasingly turn to crypto. And then in parallel, we are also planning to roll out CoinEx Pay, which is a solution designed to enable the digital spending of crypto assets. So we are hoping to empower users in terms of daily transaction and merchant transactions, bridging the gap between the physical world and the digital world. So that's kind of the areas that we are moving forward.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, let's see what else is going on in this event here. Meanwhile, it's funny because we're right here with, that's a cool suit, by the way. That was cool.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
But we see people, I think we're in the cross lines over here, we're at the catwalk. But it's one of the best places to podcast. There's not a lot of music, not a lot of shouting over here. Which actually helps a lot, because if we were down, I went to one event one time, the music, the speaker was right in front where they were speaking.
Yeah.
And you could hear, it was just insane, it just wasn't possible. So you guys actually chose, because you got two booths, you got this one, you got another one in the back.
Yeah. So you asked a lot of our audience, like, or like those influencers, like how is it different? Like how is Token2049 different from other events? So you asked a lot, what about your own view?
My opinion about Token2049. Look, so everything, how can I put this? It's like everything I expect in Dubai. Let me explain what I mean by that. In Dubai, they like to do everything insanely huge. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
You come to the airport, there's a train in the airport, that's how big, that goes through the airport, takes you to the other side of the airport. Right? The shops are big. You have the biggest shopping mall in the world in Dubai. You got the tower.
Dubai Mall.
Right? You got Dubai, which my girlfriend is there all day, every day. I'm going broke. So I'm going to have to ask for a raise. Seriously, this is not a joke. Then you have everything, all the buildings, everything, it's huge. And Token2049 reflects that. It's huge, it's humongous. It's just, you keep walking and just when you think it's ending, there's more. And it's not just big for the sake of being big. It is big, it's big in every single way. I mean, I just saw some amazing crypto influencers that I would have never seen anywhere else. Crypto Gains, Crypto Lifer. I mean, everyone's crypto something, Crypto Factor. I saw Tyler Hill. And Tyler Hill, we actually met through an argument. Actually, I'll get him on when I see him. We actually became friends now. But yeah, that was before I learned he was a kickboxing champion. But I'm semi-joking, obviously, but like, there's a lot of things going on here. I mean, it's crazy. The food court is as big as other events are. Like just the food court alone, let alone everything else. It's insane. And of course, some of the biggest exchanges and biggest projects. It's actually quite remarkable. The people are all here for business, all here to, network. They don't waste time. It's come to Dubai. If you want to do business, come to Dubai and come to Token2049.
Cool. Yeah, speaking of the sectors and projects, like I shared my view on BitTensor, for example, and then they also share some meme coins with Alpha. So what about you? So what is one factor, or like what is the one sector that is underweighted?
I'll tell you a few. Hi, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, look.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
I need to check.
See? Yeah. Where are you guys from?
Yes.
Guess?
Yeah.
Where's Guess? No, I'm just kidding.
What is this country?
And I love your t-shirt.
Thank you so much.
We're originally from Russia, but we are based in Serbia.
Nice,
This
awesome.
is my favorite color. So,
What do you guys do here? What do you do? How do you think? Come over here. Come over.
We're on a live stream.
Come to the live stream.
Yeah, we're gonna say hi to our audience.
There's the camera right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey
But
guys.
get behind him because the microphone. Okay,
Yeah.
this guy's your microphone, so
Yeah,
go in the middle.
Microphone is
Hey
here.
guys, how's it going?
hey.
There
Can you
go.
guys introduce yourselves?
We are from Mighty Team. My name is Art, and here is Rita.
My name is Margarita.
And we're doing crypto education. Woo!
There you go.
Nice.
So tell us about that. Tell about exactly what you're doing. First of all, let him get in between yourselves. I'm sorry about this, but just so he can be your microphone.
Yeah.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
Because I'm too high up.
Oh, it must be hard to catch up. Probably a good microphone, right?
It's very good. Yeah, you can see the sound right there. It's all good.
Yeah, so we help crypto businesses with complex products to explain their products in the best way to users. So something like staking or DeFi or layer ones, they come to us and they say like, hey guys, people come to us, but they don't really get the products that we have. And what we help with is we help to make the information digestible for the usual user or the developer in some cases, and to simplify all the concepts. And we have a platform that is done for that. Yeah.
Do you do B2B or B2C?
So actually our model is B2B2C.
Okay.
So we work primarily with businesses to then help the end users.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think of Token2049 so far?
It's been really hot. And
Is it the first time you've been here?
Yes, on the token, but on the conferences we've been to quite a lot of conferences
Yeah,
before.
this is my first token as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I love it, but it's I'm melting because of this hot weather. I
It
guess.
is
We were
pretty hot.
outside for a while.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You don't do that. Don't go outside.
Well, it was super packed in in the first at 1 o'clock. It was extremely packed in there. It was like we were just like fish in a can basically. And we wanted to go outside a bit, and then we boiled in there.
Yeah. And because I'm small, every time I'm
You're
just
not small.
No, I'm short. I mean,
You're not short.
because and I'm every time
She's
and
short.
every time I'm just like this and at this level actually every time. Oh my god.
Yeah. But they say they say. Well, I'm not gonna say what they say. We're live.
Too much for a camera.
I'm Greek, so sometimes I have to tame myself. I'm like, Paul, that's a Greek thing.
Oh, nice.
Don't stop.
Nice.
Like,
Our marketing guy is Greek.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're used to it.
And,
Okay.
yeah. And he's like Greek / Belarusian actually.
Yeah.
Very fun, but he doesn't know how to speak Belarusian. He knows only Greek.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Somehow you have a very strong Greek marketing community because my previous marketing guy was Greek too.
Well, I'm a marketing guy at heart.
Oh
so,
my god, nice. And all the Greek guys are super approachable and very easy to talk to, and I guess that's why.
Yeah, there you go. That's
yeah.
why.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you, man. It's cool.
Nice meeting
You'll be here
you.
tomorrow as well, yes?
Yeah,
Nice meeting you.
Nice
All right,
meeting you
so
guys.
come by tomorrow as well. We'll
Yeah.
have a chat.
right.
I'd like to know more about what you guys do.
Of course, we'll be here. Yeah,
Awesome.
No worries.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of the day, guys.
Have a great
Take care.
good
Thank
day.
you. Bye bye. Woo! I love that. I love that. There you go. You meet all kinds of people here.
Where the corner with the iced tea?
Where the corner is with the iced tea? No.
Corner, yeah.
No, I don't know, but somebody here will.
Because someone told me that it's there, but I can't find it. Okay.
Okay. So you're just losing everyone now. You'll find them. Speaker's room. No, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is we are now the official information desk for for Token2049.
Yeah.
But that's I like talking to people and I like doing the unexpected. I don't like live streams being boring. That's why I call people over.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear what people think. I want to see their views, what they thinking, what they are. A lot of times you learn more about people or about things from unexpected
Exactly.
appearances like this.
Exactly. I think that's the beauty of physical conference because
Exactly.
it brings human interaction. Yeah.
So, I think what we should do right now, I think we should end this live stream for now. Don't click off yet. Don't go anywhere. Don't do that. Whoa. Let me finish what I'm saying here. Let's end it for today.
Yeah.
We'll pick it up tomorrow around 11:30, 12 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely.
And we'll see who else we can bring on and bring alpha and so on. But this has been amazing. I learned a lot from CoinEx. I love you guys. Thank you for bringing me out here and making
Thank
this
you for your
possible, man.
support.
Thank you. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
See you tomorrow again.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.